The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain there of 21 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Hey, 55. Whip. Hey, 59.
On first down, Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he gets it down to the 32. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. The give to Taylor. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Here's Taylor. And down inside the 15 he goes.
Come on, fellas.
And a nice carry there of 15 yards. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Hey, let's go. Calm the crowd. I'm coming.
Running right, here's Walker. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. 2nd down now. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. And he'll give it here to his running back. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, you remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. Take the field goal right here.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Recon, 132 fighter. Snap.
From the gun, Bradshaw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 27 yards there, a first down. So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll run with the big man Campbell, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
The penalty moves them into the red zone here on first and 10.
You ain't got nothing. 56.
Operating from the gun, Bradshaw. And it's caught. Touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And his guys have taken the lead. Now for the point after.
Great field position has to be one of the best friends an offense can have. When you don't have very far to go, you should cash it in with points.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
From the 21, it's second and 10.
Stay with your man. Kill.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards there and a first down. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, watch the slant.
They'll try the left side. It's Walker. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Guilt trip is here, baby.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Watch the pass.
Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards on the play, first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Here we go. Double tight, guys, double tight.
On 2nd down now. It's Taylor, and he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Set. 19.
Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Check. Let's go.
On first down, Walker. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Let's go.
He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
SOS.
They'll run on first down. It's Taylor. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
54.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Enough to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal?
Hey, check Mike 50.
Hey, 59.
Check Mike 50. Watch the slip. Wide. Get wide.
Out of the gun, Watson. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this one is right down the middle. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Look at me, zipper.
We ain't giving up nothing today.
Get it.
On 1st and 10, Bradshaw. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Set, ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
Heavy on the edges. Mike 56. Mike 56. You better break. Go.
From the gun, Bradshaw.
You better break.
And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Hey, orbit.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. 56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56. Watch the run,
X3, 218, chopper.
Jam him, jam.
Buzz.
To throw again. Bradshaw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Hey, Charlie.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Coming to you.
Deep grip.
On third down, Bradshaw. Buying time to his left. The open man is Smith. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one goes for 29 yards on third down.
10-2 stop.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Chopper.
Babies cry all the way back home.
Hit it.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey.
Run!
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Set. Pilot, 64, weak. 90, whoop down.
Off play action. Bradshaw. Complete. It's Johnson. 15 yards on the play. First down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a one-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. Spinning past him. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
His guys take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Let's go now.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
Hey,
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack, trying to get away but could not. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they have a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Yep.
56.
5.
Here's 2nd and 8.
Switch up. Switch up.
He's got his man on the crossing route. A gain of 32 that time. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
On first down, Campbell. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Go set. 50. Plant.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Let's go.
On the run, it's Campbell. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give the tackle there to Keon Crossan.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Tighten down. There you go.
2nd and 6. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
30 base.
56. Go. Go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a pickup of 3, but still little work to do on 3rd and goal.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Operating from the gun, Bradshaw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And now look at him go. 20, 10, and this results in 6. Touchdown.
Let's go, let's go.
So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
It's your boy Old Mo, you said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
They'll try and run it up the middle. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the one. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the two-point attempt is turned aside. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Come on, set.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
A little milder because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
On first down, this is McCaffrey.
You ain't going nowhere.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
I got him.
6'6", bullet hop.
2nd and 3. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
That's right.
Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Boom, all day.
Ready.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
I got him.
Get it.
From the gun, Bradshaw. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47.
Here we go.
A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
Shoot.
To throw on 2nd down, Bradshaw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Charles, I think back to your earlier statement about the visitors being the underdogs needing to win that turnover battle, and this defense, they forced 2 turnovers so far, big reason why they lead this game.
Yeah, and I know defenses always talk about getting turnovers in bunches, getting those takeaways. 2's not a bunch, but it's plenty in this game, exactly the formula they need. And I got to tell you, partner, I like it when you think back to something I said that actually comes true. It's actually right.
It happens more often than you might think. He finds his man Johnson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. This quarterback now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. Here's Campbell working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
That's it, baby.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And his guys are going to retake the lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Snap.
Operating from the gun, Bradshaw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. So we're back to a one-point game now as the kickoff comes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
What we got? What we got? What we got?
They run again with Walker. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Check.
Trying to punch it in with Taylor. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
A gain of 13. It's a first down.
56.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight one-point game. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a first down in field goal range already. They'll run on first down. It's Campbell, and they'll get this down to the 10. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
56 is the mic. Let's go.
On first down, it's Campbell.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
It's another 10 yards on that one, and another first down. Missed tackles may doom this team.
I just had a bad flashback. That's why I'm sitting up here with you right now. You've got to tackle him inbounds. You've got to wrap him up.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got?
Now this time he'll look to throw. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. And the formula there on the two-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Let's go.
At their own 23-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution.
Yo, alert 3, alert 3, alert 3.
Hey, 31. 59. Hey, 59. Go.
He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, let's go, let's go.
They'll try and run for it. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Watson now to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe you can expect more passes like that downfield.
Short game, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely, this defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
Set. 19.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the 4th quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
They will definitely feel like that, because when you have a lead in the 4th quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing a game out. But when you flip it over, how about that? Making the comeback and then finishing the game, sealing it on defense, they will feel jubilant in their locker room.
So for the home team here, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get to stay home again.
Up this magic with the gang, we ball out, they can't get